Hi everybody, welcome to Sneaky Kitchen. I'm Ian Boothby.
And I'm David Dedrick.
And you might know us from the Sneaky Dragon podcast. Maybe you don't,
Or you might not.
It's fine. If you don't, that's okay.
We're not bitter.
This is a bit of a spin-off of our podcast. Every year on the show, David talks about his Christmas dinner with his family.
Yeah.
And every
Christmas. This was our Christmas brunch.
I apologize. You do not have dinner with your family. You have dinner with your mistress.
Well, for Christmas dinner, we're usually our arms put behind our back, and we're forced to go to a family get-together. You not allowed to have Christmas at home when you have children.
Oh, is that the rule?
It's a rule.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a family
That's
rule.
good to know. All right, so you've mentioned every time that you make a special dish called Eggs Dedrick.
Yes.
And then you just shit all over Eggs Benedict. You just like talk it down so much.
I'm not a fan of Eggs Benedict because I'm not a big fan of hollandaise sauce, which is the essential part of Eggs Benedict. So this is really nothing new. This is merely Eggs Benedict with the simple twist of adding béarnaise sauce to it rather than having hollandaise. So we're going to make béarnaise sauce. We're going to poach some eggs.
Right.
We're going to toast some crumpets, some muffins, some whatever you want to call them, and we have some ham.
Okay.
We have a mixture of ham, and we have some not ham, prosciutto, which I think is a ham-like substance.
There's many things that are not ham.
Yes, that's right.
You should have a store that's just called Not Ham.
We have ham and a stapler. And it's up to you, whatever you want to have. You want ham or a stapler on your Eggs Benedict, it's up to you.
All right, so we're going to show you how to make that. I'm going to try and get out of your way as much as possible. And after we're done, we're going to show you how to fix an Apple IIe computer, if we have time.
Okay.
All right, let's get started.
I don't get that reference, but that's fine. How about an Apple Lisa? Apple Lisa? No. So what now?
What's the first thing that you...
Oh, okay.
do?
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this small pan, and I'm just going to measure out the ingredients. So we're going to start with our wet ingredients, which are white wine and tarragon vinegar, both of which you add a quarter cup to your...
Now, you're not much of a drinker, so where did this wine come from?
This actually belongs to a friend of my daughter's. She left it at our house. So my daughter gave it to me last night and said, "Here, take this."
All right, so this is the type of wine you would call dregs.
This is, yes, and her friend insisted that it was good. My daughter said, "Is it wine?" She said, "Yes, it is." She said, "It's not good."
Okay.
So.
Well, I grew up Catholic. We had to drink a lot of bad wine.
Yeah, me too.
You grew up Catholic as well?
I didn't grow up Catholic, but that's a regular church feature. It's the water mixed with terrible wine.
All right, now what are you putting in right now?
So this is the tarragon vinegar.
Okay.
This is what I would call the best part of béarnaise sauce. It has a wonderful smell.
Now, tarragon is kind of licoricey.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not.
Don't argue with me. Yes.
I don't know if it has an anise flavor.
All right.
But it definitely has a nice aroma. I don't know what I'd describe it as. You think it smells like licorice?
I think it tastes like licorice, like actual tarragon does.
Okay. I always put it on carrots. When I cook carrots, I always put
okay.
tarragon on. It's very good. But I've never thought about it being... excuse me while I just...
Well, you sniff a bag.
I sniff a bag of tarragon, yeah.
Okay.
I don't pick it up still, but it could be. I think everyone has different... their smell receptors are a little different, so it can be...
That's what they say. Every nose is unique. No one's
right.
ever said that.
That's right. Every nose. That's how they catch criminals. Because
they say, "What's this smell like?" And then they go, "It smells like bacon." It's like,
like,
aha! Well, no, they would think you were making fun of the police.
All right, so that is a quarter cup tarragon vinegar.
Okay.
And then a quarter cup of this white wine, which is supposed to be very good, called Backyard.
All right.
BC wine, everyone.
And like all chefs, don't taste it in advance.
It's a Noisy Neighbor White.
Oh, nice.
Which is a gradual thing. They sort of quiet, and as they finish, get lower and lower, the bottle gets lower, the neighbor gets noisier. So, now we're going to add our dry herbs.
All right.
Now, in the recipe that I use, it calls for sprigs, which I don't think anyone measures in sprigs anymore. So, basically, 3 sprigs.
Thanks, Trudeau.
3 sprigs. Well, I think, yeah. Thank you, Trudeau. 3 sprigs are basically 1 teaspoon of dried herbs. So, we're going to put in, sorry, I just have to look through this. It looks part like teaspoons or like a brain teaser puzzle. It's kind of a mixture of both.
Sure.
So let me just find what a teaspoon is.
Which one do you choose? It says a lot about your personality.
That's a 3/4 teaspoon. Okay, here's the teaspoon.
Oh, you got some daddy issues. Okay, that's interesting.
Daddy issues.
You are a father.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, that's good.
So this is going to be the tarragon. So just a teaspoon of that. And now some chervil, which apparently is very rare nowadays.
It is really hard to find. I tried to find chervil for a recipe of mine, and
you cannot have this chervil.
Yeah.
Because really, maybe it smells... What do you think? Maybe it smells like oregano?
Yeah, it's a little oregano.
It's a bit oregano. I was reading I was just curious, thinking, well, if you can't find it, what do you use? So I looked up substitutes, and they were like recommending like dill and stuff like that. And I'm like, why not recommend mint? Mm-hmm. Like they're totally different. Like dill does not smell like oregano. No. I think this is much closer to basil or oregano.
I was looking for a substitute for chervil, and I looked, and it told me to go fuck myself.
Oh well. Yeah. How rude.
Yeah.
I think it's grown like it was originally grown in somewhere like in Russia.
Okay.
Or in like the Baltic area of that part of the world.
Maybe it's rare enough because they're too busy fixing elections and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now you add the shallots to that?
Yeah, so...
Okay. Hey, you remember Gene Shalit? Remember that guy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. His name sounded like the thing that you're making. Or the ingredient.
Yeah, it did. It did indeed. So,
David, do you remember Gene Shalit?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I have no feelings about Gene Shalit.
You know what I remember more than... I remember Eugene Levy's Gene Shalit more than I actually remember Gene Shalit.
I love that.
I don't think I saw actual much of Gene Shalit. He did movie reviews for what? Did like on Good Morning America?
Yeah, Today Show or Good Morning America or one of those things. He got work that Rex Reed didn't get, which was good.
What was good?
Rex Reed not getting work.
Really?
I'm all for that. I don't care much for Rex Reed, Dave.
Okay. So if we could turn this on.
Sure. What? How high
we'll
would you
just
like
put
to
it
be?
on like a 6.
Like a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so that all right. It's like a 6.
Sure, somewhere like that. And then we're just going to let it reduce. And I'll just stir it a little bit.
This is where someone else would say, edit this footage and make it a nice tight package.
But why would we do that?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
weird.
You know, where are you going? You saw how long this was when you clicked on it.
We could do a bit of toasting while we're letting this happen.
Sure. Let me get the toast.
And maybe we'll turn on the oven just so we have a warm place to put the toasted muffins.
Sure. We could do both. Let me first of all plug in a toaster.
Oh.
Done.
Wow.
Do you think this toaster looks like Iron Man? Because that's why we bought it.
Yes.
Okay.
From Iron Man 3.
All right. How? So you just want it on the lowest setting?
Yeah, just a low, like, I doesn't say 150, but what does that mean?
No,
This is gas.
It's a number, so I guess it means 150.
I only cook with gas when I cook in the church kitchen to make the dinner for our garden table, which is a dinner we cook at church for like 40 people. So it's hard to do it at home because you can't imagine those sizes at home. Like you'll be like, oh, this is a huge soup. We made the biggest soup ever. Then you take it to church and it's like this little tiny saucepan on this giant 6-burner stove, like restaurant grade stove. Maybe I'll turn this down a little bit.
Okay. How many muffins do you want toasted?
How many do people want?
That's a good question. Are you having any? Okay. Anything you read? Okay, sounds good.
I'll have some.
We'll do 5.
Okay. Just let that do its thing. It's boiling.
People I was pointing to, by the way, we have our director on this, Vicky Van, is here, and author David Russell is also here. Why is he here? He's going to observe our podcast and do his own podcast.
He's here from the United Nations, just to observe.
Oh, I see, because that's what the United Nations would do.
They send observers.
Yeah, so do that kind of stuff on your podcast. He is still alive?
He's 93.
Oh, excellent. All right. We've been told that Gene Shalit is alive and well.
Well, I'm going to grow a big bushy mustache.
Let's.
Apparently, that is a.
Yeah. Let's make this a tribute to Gene Shalit. This shallot-based dish. Then his grandkids will come up to him and say, "Grandpa, we were googling your name, and eggs Dedrick came up."
A mighty fine dish too, Grandpa. So, There's a lot of shallot in here.
A lot of shallot.
A lot of shallot. And
Okay.
it's really just going to be for flavoring because we're going to pour it into we're going to take this thick, shallot-y, tarragon-y, chervilish mass with its wonderful tarragon vinegar and so white wine, and we're going to basically strain out almost all the solids and just have the tasty liquid left that we've reduced just by a third. We're just going to reduce it a third.
Okay.
So we'll get
Then
it.
what do you do with the remainder? You just throw it at your neighbors?
Yes, that's how I like to celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
I like to throw things at our neighbors. Actually, every year we give cookies to all our neighbors in where we live, on our street.
Oh, nice.
So
What do they give you?
often some of them give us chocolates back.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Others, nothing.
It's sort of a
We don't ask for anything.
It's sort of a protection racket.
We don't ask for anything. We just,
Okay,
just
no,
give them
but
cookies.
it's implied that if they don't give you something,
There's
you
no-
know,
no, there's no-
it's a nice cul-de-sac.
we
Be
don't-
a shame if someone was to
We
happen
don't
to
send
them.
Luigi around handing out cookies for us. It used to be our daughters. She'd have two cute little.
Your daughter would dress as Luigi from Super Mario Brothers?
That's true. Let's make it video game based.
Oh, you sent little girls with cookies around the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. For free.
That's back when...
Unlike other organizations.
Oh. That's when kids used to be free range.
I don't know. Our daughters were exceptions to the rule. They were there for the beginning of the don't let your kids cross the street craze. I didn't approve of that.
That does smell very good.
Yeah, it's just the beginning. But it is it's basically the flavor. This is the flavor we're doing right now. And then...
It is just the beginning, so I hope you have this on in the background and aren't completely focused on it. Just, do something else while...
Yeah.
Yes. It might be a good time to check the internet and see what other film critics are alive still.
Well, as I was saying earlier, this is I'll be doing this while everyone's having fun somewhere else in the house. So.
Okay.
But I'm not bitter about it too much.
All right, well, let me recreate that.
She
So I'll
did
go
it.
and I'll pretend to be your family having fun. Okay. Hey, David, let's do some improv. Okay, here we go. Yay! Yay, Christmas!
Yay, Santa's here.
Yay, the ghost did it all in one night.
Oh, Dad's drunk under the table again.
There was word that you were drunk under the table again.
Well, the truth hurts, I guess.
David and I did a lot of improv together back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Enjoyed your scene. You didn't say scene though.
Yes. We've also done television work that no one will ever see.
What did the Loose Moose Theater do? Throw an old sock on the stage at some point in the scene?
That would be one of the things they do. They used to have a thing where they would give the audience foam bricks, and they would, if they didn't like the performance, they would throw the bricks. But then they started. Well, I got to finish my story first. Well, all right, finish my story though. I'll give you a spoon. A spoon will probably.
No, spatula.
Well, okay, yeah. Here's a spatula. There. Here's my finishing that story.
Okay.
They had these foam bricks,
Yep.
which worked out great till people realized they could dip them in the beer that they had, and they would soak up all the beer. Then they would huck the soaking bricks at the performers. Did not go well.
I don't know why you want that kind of audience participation myself.
Yeah,
Seems weird.
I'm against it, but I'm against a lot of that business. You're right. There was no way you could have done that with a spoon.
Are you being sarcastic? Or are you...
Yes. Very much so.
So, let's wash this. I'm gonna wash this stuff off. Oops, sorry.
That's all right.
I'm gonna wash this.
Are you going to reuse that pan?
Yeah, this is gonna be for our double boiler.
Okay. Do you want me to wash that?
Sure, please.
All right,
Thank you.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna disappear. I'm gonna go off scene for a second while I throw out this stuff. So as you can see, the shallots and the herbs, most of it doesn't go into the actual béarnaise sauce. It's just the flavor that we want from all this good stuff. So you could wash this too from.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
All right. You want a spoon? Because the spoon works just as.
A spoon will never replace a spatula in my heart.
All right. There you are.
Thank you. I'm just gonna get the water.
Sure, why not? We live in Canada. The water is good, clean. People ask what the difference is between a New York bagel and a Montreal bagel. clean water. That's basically it.
That's all?
Yeah.
So now what we want to do is we want to get this water hot.
Okay, but not boiling.
But not boiling hot. We don't want it to boil. I'll just use this. It's fine. I just need a place to put the egg whites.
Oh, very good. Okay. Do you want a bowl?
This is a bowl.
Is that enough of a bowl?
It's like a bowl.
Size-wise?
It's like a bowl.
All right.
It's enough of a bowl to me. Get rid of the albumen.
Have you ever seen that thing you do with a bottle where you do this? Where you take a plastic bottle and you just suck them up? It's unnecessary.
I have not seen that. I'm going to treat all this like garbage.
Okay.
I'm just going to put, well, maybe I won't put the egg yolks.
No, don't put the, no, we can use the egg whites.
You want to use the egg whites?
Well,
We're going to make a meringue for later?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
All right.
Or we can just do our hair.
And you couldn't do a thing with it.
No.
All right. Well, I just made this egg yolk even more white. It's all right.
I'm really surprised you were able to salvage that. Good for you.
That wasn't complete. All right. That egg yolk can go in there.
That was way too hot to grab.
And one more.
Hey, Dave, David, have you ever worked in the restaurant industry?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah, very good. My nephew currently works at McDonald's.
Oh, nice.
He enjoys the job very much.
It's a good job for teenagers.
Yep. Were you a teenager when you worked there?
I was a teenager.
Oh, very
After
good. Okay,
that,
that's
no
good. Now we are literally watching water not even boil.
We don't want it to boil.
No, we don't want
We just want it hot.
Yeah, that's right.
We want it hot. We don't want it
It's
to
like
boil.
watching paint get slightly less wet,
Yes.
but not even to the
Not
point
even-
of dry.
No.
Not even enjoying that
No.
final moment where you're like, the dryness. No, we're
Nice.
just still watching.
So we're not going to be drinking this water, so it's okay if I do this. Luke-ish. Luke.
Lukish?
That's getting a bit Matthew-ish. That's a joke for Gavin. You can turn it down a little bit because I don't understand how this.
How the stove works?
Well, it says low, but it
Yeah.
means F all.
I think it means low.
No.
You can also look at the flame itself. It's right there. You
Yeah.
can see like how hot it is.
So now we're gonna add our egg.
All right.
Eggs.
How many eggs are in
So
there?
this is 3 eggs.
Okay.
I'm gonna add to this. And now I'm getting paranoid because I just want to look and see. Make sure they're not boiling.
Good. You're getting your small bubbles.
That's okay. Small bubbles are okay. Just not actual bubbles. It really wrecks it. It's weird. Weird how fussy. This is fussier than, remember old TV shows how people would always be cooking soufflés?
Yes.
And they were apparently like China.
Like on Columbo, you'd always be cooking a souffle.
I don't remember that, but on shows like the Mary Tyler Moore Show or the Dick Van Dyke Show and stuff like that, I think that's like a big part of the plot of some episodes.
Do you want this washed, or do you care?
I don't care.
Is this done now?
It's done.
Screw it!
So I'm just gonna add. This is a tablespoon of water. Also, it's a tablespoon of water. Yes, it's a tablespoon.
Well, the reason they had the soufflés was because soufflés would fall,
And now we're just
if
gonna
there's
start
too
to
much
stir.
noise.
Yeah.
And so that was funny back then.
Yeah, I guess so. So this is what I'm gonna do now for the next 4 days. Because I'm just gonna stir this. So what you want to do is you want to stir until your egg yolks are fluffy, and I mean fluffy as you can get them. Don't be satisfied with like, oh, they're getting kind of thickish. No, you want them to be absolutely runny. And also do what I'm doing, which is lift up your pot every once in a while to check your water, because you don't want your water to be boiling.
What happens if your water boils?
It'll just wreck it. It's really weird.
Will it make the egg split?
It'll separate it. Yeah, it'll
Okay.
separate what you're doing. So it's just basically like a battle, you versus time. And so did you put the muffins into the oven?
Into the oven?
Yeah, just so they're warm?
No.
Okay, we should do that.
All right then. Let me put them on something that can do that.
You don't want to have like, warm eggs, warm béarnaise sauce, and a cold muffin.
Yeah, that could the shock could kill a man. Damn, these are well cut in half.
I thought they were pre-sliced.
All
honestly.
right, maybe they were. They're still. Does that not mean that they are still well cut in half? There. It's warming.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks.
And then we took away that frying pan, but I guess I'll need it to heat up the ham in a bit.
You would like a frying pan?
Sure.
All right.
We're going to be cutting out part of this, right? Right, Vicky? There's no way people want to watch this much stirring.
So, do you want something cooked in this pan at the moment?
No. No, not yet.
No. We're not. No. Take your time. Take that time.
We still have to get the egg yolk light and frothy, and then we need to add all that butter over there.
So, this is a good workout for the arm.
Yes. Yes, this is why I have such big biceps.
Yeah, you can skip arm day for doing this.
When I described the amount of stirring that was necessary for this, I'm sure Ian thought I was joking.
The moving bodies.
Oh, I never think you're joking.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now, like, my daughters are in an age now where, particularly Eve likes to do stuff in the kitchen, so she's like eager to come in and she'll get the muffins going. She'll help me with poaching the eggs and stuff. So it's not quite the one-man show it used to be, where I would be making waffles, doing this, making hash browns, cooking bacon, cooking sausages. Not necessarily all at once.
Do the family pets ever join in? Like to
Well,
come in?
you know, their hair floats in every once in a while. It's unavoidable.
Yeah, I cook quite a bit, and my cat has taken to wanting to check absolutely every element out.
Oh, all the elements on the stove?
Just the elements
make
of
sure
the
they're
dish.
off.
Sure.
OCD. Okay.
Yeah, very safety first.
Obsessive cat disorder.
So you're still whisking, huh?
Yeah. This is like, when I used to do it, I would kind of give up around now.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, this looks good enough. It's frothing slightly. But then one day I was like, no, I'm not doing this right. Because it would separate in the
Okay.
like after adding the butter and stuff like that, you would get like the oil would separate from the rest of the. It's not very pleasant. It still tastes all right, but it's just not. Doesn't look great.
I'm so tempted to just get a white beard and just walk off and walk back on. The problem with that.
Shalot died while we were doing it.
Yeah, oh no, Gene Shalot's gone now. Oh no. He died of older age.
Got some bubbles happening. Gotta turn it down a bit. Whew. Close call, everyone. Hey, Ian, would you mind moving like that egg and stuff out of the way?
Would I ever not mind that?
Thank you.
There it goes.
Thank you.
Away we go.
And then we'll bring the butter over in its place.
Okay, so you've got butter you chopped and also a big block.
Yeah, we just need to put the chopped butter over.
Just the chopped butter. All right. Here we go.
Thank you. Just put it down.
Put it down. All right. Is this salted or unsalted butter?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
You can
Let's take a look.
You can salt the taste after. I don't think it's salted. It doesn't say salted.
It says beurre de fabrique, so it is butter made out of cloth. What is beurre de fabrique? You work in education. What is that?
I didn't miss that day. So.
All right. Why is it only in? Okay, there we go. Hold it. Creamery butter. I'm assuming there is salt in this.
Uh-oh.
Could not be.
Oh, it's looking good.
There's another way of finding out.
This is starting to froth up, everyone. It's starting to happen. Literally happening. Can you see it? Can you see it?
I can see it, but it's also really good butter.
Yeah, it is good butter.
Well, the time this has taken, your daughters have grown up, had children of their own.
Yeah. That's why it's brunch. I started at breakfast. By the time it's made ready, it's lunchtime.
No, that does look quite good, though. And you haven't even added butter to it yet.
No, I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Now, how much of this butter goes in?
All of it.
Dear Lord.
So it's 8 ounces of butter, as
Okay.
the Americans would say. 226 grams, as we would say in Canada. Basically half a bar of butter, whatever. We get ours in 16 ounce or 526 gram sizes. So you just cut that in half, and then cut it into thirds, and then cut those thirds into fours, basically. Just quarter all of your thirds. The first third will go in at once, and then you'll put the rest in bit by bit. So we'll get to that soon. I feel like we're pretty much there.
Yeah, we're very close, it feels like. But, you know, you've got the feel, you've got the touch, as they say in the Transformers movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get much more frothy than this.
Okay, neither will we, so.
No, we're not going to get any younger, that's for sure.
Who'd want to, really?
Are you serious when you say that, or just?
Yeah, you know what? You know, you get younger, you're dumber. At least I was. I'm fine with being who I am right now. This is okay.
Yeah, I can pretty much guarantee that every decision I made in my early 20s was wrong. Everyone. Besides meeting my wife.
By the way, the cat has just come into the kitchen and is inspecting things.
But even there, it was just pure patience on Lisa's part that made that work as well.
Do you think she's got enough patience to watch this video?
No. All right, so we're just going to put in all this butter.
At the same time?
Not all of it. This we're going to put in a third at one time.
Okay.
And then we'll mix it in. And basically, we're going to mix it in until it's back to its thickness. So the butter is going to kind of reduce some of the, it's going to make it a bit more liquidy, dilute the frothy egg yolk.
This reminds me a bit of French scrambled eggs.
But once we stir it for a while, it'll get thick again.
And so when do we put in the marshmallows and the Rice Krispies?
Oh, you're thinking of Rice Krispie squares?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that all it is? Marshmallows, butter, and Rice Krispies?
It depends if you want to put a little vanilla in there. I like putting a little
vanilla. Oh, I would
vanilla
put vanilla in there too. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's a very simple recipe and quite good.
All right, so maybe we'll start. We'll turn on this frying pan.
All right. So we can go medium heat kind of tops with it.
Sure. Medium heat is good.
All right. There we go.
We're just gonna warm up the ham. We don't need to cook it. It's already cooked. So.
Okay.
Get pre-cooked ham, everyone.
Do you add any oil or anything to the pan?
No.
Very good. Should I just put the ham in the pan now, or wait it out?
We'll just wait till it's a little hotter.
All right.
And then we'll turn this back on if you don't mind.
Okay.
And you can turn it for boil. Thank you all.
Yeah.
I feel like we're very close to where we want to be here. So now, for the rest of this thingy, oh boy, this butter is really nice now. I'm just gonna add in one cube at a time. One quarter of my 1/3 at a time.
Yeah, that cannot sound more confusing.
Well, like I say, basically,
a third of a half. It couldn't be simpler, and there you go.
Basically, what I did is I cut the block of butter in half, and then I cut those halves into thirds. I cut those thirds into 4 pieces.
Right.
When I got the egg yolk where I was happy, I added in 4 cubes of butter, so 1/3 of the butter went in.
Okay.
Then I stirred it till it got thick again, and then once it was thick, I added another piece of butter. And so now it's pretty thick again, so I'm just going to stir it a bit more. Gotta check on how hot my water is.
Yep.
And
you let me know when you want ham in this pan. Pretty warm.
Pretty warm now?
Yep. So ham in the pan?
Sure.
Pan ham?
Sure.
All right.
So I brought some prosciutto and I brought this regular Black Forest ham.
All right. What do you want in the pan first, or does it matter? Or do you want both?
It's up to whoever wants what. I'll have prosciutto. I'd like to try that because I've never done it before. And this was a suggestion from our regular Boxing Day host, regular Boxing Day guest, Jason Dedrick. He suggested, as a twist on the traditional eggs Dedrick, adding prosciutto.
You know what? I don't think you say it exactly like that, but...
How do you say it?
Prosciutto?
Prosciutto? Oh, okay, sorry.
I think. I thought to myself, I'm probably going to get it wrong, so I don't want to make myself look like a fool.
No, it's fine if I do.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone's cool with that.
Including myself, judging from the last 2 shows.
Right.
Nice. So is everyone going to have prosciutto, I guess?
Some of our staff here are vegetarian, but it might be good enough that that won't be an issue. We'll see.
Vegetarian?
I can't speak for everybody.
Please don't speak for everyone.
Going veggie, going meat. What are we doing?
I'll do the whole thing.
Gonna do the whole thing.
Looks like our thing is boiling there. You can take the lid off.
Okay.
It should be fine. It's got a... All right.
Should be. It's very, very hot.
If you...
Yes, sir.
Could turn that down to like 4. Pretend it's 4.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't have it at boil. You just had it at low.
No, I have that.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take over the stirring here?
Want me to take that? Sure. absolutely. So there we go.
Just keep on stirring. I'll just add the.
It feels like the prosciutto you could go lower with that because it's already cooked. So.
Yeah. Is this the one for it?
Yes, that's it. So
I'll just go as low as it can go. Okay, so when you're doing your eggs.
Do you want butter added to this at any point?
Sure. Just make sure it's staying on that.
Okay.
I feel like it's going down in temperature. Weird. Oh, whatever. So we'll just put in our eggs for poaching.
I have never been able to do that.
Really?
No, never been able to poach an egg.
Like satisfactorily?
Or yeah, to any sense where people would go, that looked like it was intentional.
It's hard when you do it, like when we do it on Christmas morning, because there's, there can be 11 of us or more, or around 11 of us there for breakfast, with all our various families and offshoots.
Not to interrupt, but do you want a timer on any of that?
Yeah, I have my phone here. I'll just set. Where'd I put that towel? I was kind of. There we go. I rudely threw it in your sink.
That's okay. There's a variety of towels right over there.
I'm happy to time from off. So
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, just set it for 3 minutes, please.
Okay.
Here, I'll just step in there.
All right.
Oh, you didn't put it all in at once, did you?
What?
You know? Oh, okay. No.
The camera will show I did it a couple blocks at a time.
Okay. Okay, you don't want to overwhelm it with, because you don't
Deliciousness.
Well, no, you just don't want the temperature to change too much, because that's why you're adding the butter one at a time, because if the temperature goes down too much, it'll start to separate, and you'll end up with the oil not being your friend. So we have all our butter in here, and it's pretty nice and thick, actually. I'm actually really happy with this so far. So if you want to get some plates,
All right.
and you can start putting the muffins on the plates,
Okay.
and then we can put the ham on the muffins, and then we'll be ready for our eggs when they're done.
All right.
Béarnaise sauce and hollandaise sauce are both pretty finicky. Apparently you can put them over like a lukewarm water and leave them, but then you have to like reheat them up and add water to it and re-stir it in order to kind of recharge it if you're going to use it after you do that. So I'd rather just stand here and stir it until everything's ready. Do it from here. I'll just get a slotted spoon.
Oh, a slotted spoon. Do you see one?
This will do, I guess. We'll see. We'll experiment with a pasta.
Do you need another spoon for this to spoon things on?
Yes, we will need some.
All right. Is it okay to stop whisking for just a second? I will take your silence as agreement.
Thank you. Oh shoot, we need the ham on these.
Okay.
Down, down, down.
All right. You're doing an upside down one. That's fine.
That'll be mine. I'll fix that one.
Okay. Should we turn the heat off on this?
This here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Which one is it? It's
That
this?
one there, yeah. So you put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So is everyone going to get prosciutto? Is that the plan?
I think so, yeah. Do we not have enough? Is that the situation?
No, it's fine. I just worried that some people might want
Traditional ham.
traditional ham, yeah.
It is Christmas.
What's this, right?
It is Christmas.
We're going to be fancy lads, I think. We're going to do it this way.
Oh. Okay. And one more. We only have one more egg, so we have lots of extra prosciutto. I guess I could have. Oh no, we're missing some prosciutto on it. Okay. There we go. Oops. Wrong one. Let me try that again.
Good luck.
I can do this. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Nice.
Okay. What can I do with these ones? Okay, don't look. Don't look, anyone. Don't look what I'm doing. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Are you looking, Vicky?
looking back in anger. That's all right.
All right, all right. And
All right, so we can stop whisking now?
we can stop. Here, I was going to feel it. I want to feel it.
That's the opposite of stopping.
I just wanted to feel it. That feels great. Okay.
Are you feeling it, man?
Okay, everyone ignore me.
Okay. All right, Dave's fingering the sauce.
The salt?
Yes, it is. And there was also pepper.
No, we're going to add pepper to it. As you know, salt is the spice of life.
Well, what's pepper?
And you are the salt of the earth.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, you are the chicken of the sea.
Thank you. I always thought of myself as the Charlie of the sea, but that's okay. So, we're going to share this amongst all of us, right?
Yeah, so we can have more plates.
Yeah, so then we'll... So once I put the sauce out, it's going to get saucy.
Okay. So here we go. There we are.
And we'll leave one more for this person.
There you go. And one more for whoever likes to rock.
There's one on its own there, so it's fine.
Okay.
Is there a knife?
Oh, you want a knife as well?
Well, we have to,
fancy lad.
We have to cut through a piece of chunky.
All right. There you go. It's a butter knife, but there's so much butter in there that I think
It's fine.
that's appropriate. Right. First of all, you got to do that cut there. So you do the thing in the yolk. Great.
Whoops. So we do have a little bit of runny yolk. That's good, despite our disaster of the pan.
All right. Okay. Ready? And
You start.
in our mouths. That was very, very good.
Very
That was
good.
Very good. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, it's good.
Well done, Dave.
Thank you.
And that is eggs.
Dedrick.
Dedrick. Have it for Christmas. Have it all year round. Thank you for watching. And we do the Sneaky Dragon podcast where once a year we talk about this. So finally, you know what it is. I've been Ian.
I've been David.
All right, back to it. There we go, everybody. Serving up with the food. Here we go.
I have to say the prosciutto is a little saltier than the ham, so it's... I don't know if I'm sold on the prosciutto. I've talked to Jason about this.
Lovely, thank you.